Well,
This is
hello
not a
guys.
drill.
Hi, this is LaQuita Parks, and I am so excited to be here. If it feels like I'm caught off guard, it's because I am, because it has been a long day, but this is the highlight of my day. I am excited to have these special people. I know you see them on the screen, the Cox family.
Hello.
But before we get into introducing them, let me tell you guys who I am. I am LaQuita Parks, and I am the CEO and founder of PayProV Publishing. And PayProV is pain, progress, victory, because I believe without pain, there's no progress. And without progress, there can be no victory. So I help people take their stories from a thought to a realization. And this is the power of your story. I love stories. I love people. And I love hearing about people who are doing amazing things and who have overcome amazing obstacles. And this family is no stranger to it. So I have some special guests here today, and this is a beautiful family. Isn't it a beautiful family? I know you guys are saying it's a beautiful family. This is the Cox family, and we have Mr. Marvis, and we
Hello.
have little Mr. Jaden, and we have Mama Jacqueline, and we have little baby Marvin over there. Hi,
Marvis.
how you guys doing?
Good.
Good,
Great. Doing
good.
great.
It's so good to see you. So listen, I'm gonna have you guys to tell me who you are. Tell our visitors, our listeners who you are, and you guys tell me where you want to start, who you want to start with. So tell me who you are and tell me about yourselves. Okay.
My name is Marvis Cox. A little bit about myself. Veteran from the United States Army.
Thank you for your
Uh,
service.
yes, thank you so much.
Hush.
So, yeah, we're authors of a book that we're coming out with and things like that. We've been working on this whole thing with these books about some things, trying to venture out here and experience this new leap of faith. And
You keep looking at me.
I know it's kind of like, okay, so what do I say? What do I say?
right,
I got you. I got you. And you know what? And it's okay. It's okay. It's just me talking. It's just me, just LaQuita.
okay.
I'm just a country girl from Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm,
So it's just me. And you know, I understand what you're saying when you first write. You kind of get a little nervous. It's all new. It's
right.
foreign territory. And for one, you know, you've written your book, but we'll get into that. We'll get into my box of chocolates in a minute. But Marvis, introduce the rest of your family.
This is my oldest one right here, Jaden Cox. This is
Hi,
my
Jay.
wife, Jacqueline, the missus.
Let me
And
see.
this is my youngest, Marvis Cox Jr.
Hi, Marvis. How you doing?
That's the oldest in the house. We got three
Yeah,
more.
that's the oldest in the house.
Okay. Okay.
Want me to make that clear?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Jaden, I've heard a lot of good things about you. So tell me, what's that what do you have on? I see your mom and your dad has that same pattern on. What is that? Tell me about that.
So this is my merch that I created along with the rest of my family. They helped me as well. The reason
Show them the back.
Oh wow, nice. Oh, all right, CEO. So what is this? What do
The
those symbols mean? What does it mean?
the symbols mean the Y stands for young, and the S stands for saved, and the L stands for leaders.
what does the bird stand for?
The bird stands for um our um our belief in God, and the cross is for Jesus died for our sins,
Oh wow.
that we are saved. And the R
I,
is for
And it says Jeremiah 29:11. You can get any scripture you want on your shirt.
Okay.
So,
okay.
or any
So
merchandise that you order off of the website. So if you wanted to get Psalms 23 or any type of scripture you would like, you put that on there. Well, he'll put that on there for you. So
oh wow. So Jaden, so this is your clothing line?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what made you decide to do a clothing line?
Because I wanted to make my own clothing line that other kids and other families could relate to our spiritual lifestyle and our belief as well in Jesus Christ, so they can have that same meaning. And plus, it looks cool.
Oh, yes, it does look cool. I love that. I love that. So tell me, do your friends wear what do your friends say when do they think that it's cool or not cool? What do your friends think?
When I first wore it to school, they didn't think I did it myself. They thought it was just from another company and I was lying and stuff like that
Okay.
until they searched up the website for themselves and saw that me and my family, the Cox family, did it.
Wow. Wow. And how old are you, Jaden?
I am 11.
Wow, wow. So how long have you been in the in the merch? And so Jaden, I have to be honest with you. When you said merch, I'm an old person and I was like, what in the world does merch mean? But I kind of figured you meant merchandise, right? Did you mean
Yeah,
merchandise?
it's basically
Okay.
merchandise in like a AKA version.
Okay, okay. I love it. I love it. So Jaden, what do you have, just t-shirts or do you have other items too?
No, I have hats, sweaters, unisex uniforms,
Shoulder
and
pad.
everything.
Show me your
I
hand.
have
Okay.
hats as well.
Oh, I love that. That's very nice.
They
And
come
let
in.
me see, your dad has on a jacket,
No,
He
this is
has on.
the jogging suit.
jogging suit. Okay, okay. Oh, I've seen the jogging suit. I saw the jogging suit. Very, very nice.
Don't he
Very
look great,
nice.
girl?
They look good. They look good. So
Hold
wait a
on, and
minute.
I'll show you the black because I got a jacket. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Well, while mom's looking for that, Jaden, let me finish talking to you. So Jaden, how long have you been doing this?
So I have been doing this for around a year since last year in the middle of 5th grade, and I'm in
Wow.
middle school right now. Well, just
Okay.
going into middle school.
Okay. So you're just going into middle school. So
Yes,
what do you want to do? What do you want to be when you finish when you graduate from high school? What do you want to do with your life?
probably continue through college and try and carry on this business as long as possible.
Okay. So what do you want to do? What's your field when you want to go into marketing, advertising, clothes design?
Marketing and advertising, like you said, and entrepreneurship and technology. Those are all things that I'm good at.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Now would you hire me? Because I can do some things. Would you hire me?
Of course.
Okay, you know what? Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. I love that. So your mom, I was doing an interview with your mom and she said you do some, oh, that's nice. That is very nice. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So you got models there and everything, huh?
Oh, I'm a professional model too.
Okay, you know
Better.
what I'm saying. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I am impressed. I am impressed. So Jaden, what would you that's beautiful. So Jaden, what would you say to, and it says Mrs. I love it. I love it.
Look,
Jaden, what would you say to a person that's your age that think they can't start their own business? What advice would you give to them?
I mean, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, as Michael Jackson said.
Okay.
What you have to do is basically, it's not that hard if you really think about it. Um, maybe you
So
could
walk me through it. What was your process? How did you
my,
start? Walk me
my
through it.
process was I was selling candy in my school, and since that didn't work out, I was creating my own business already. So since that didn't work out, I created my own business, my
Oh
very
wow.
official business.
Okay.
So
A legal business, because selling candy in school
yeah.
is not legal, right? Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I had to know the difference. Yeah.
I love that. So you decided that what, you were gonna go legit. You're gonna be a legitimate business owner.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that. And so you know what? So it sounds like you enjoy designing clothes anyway, or designing logos,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. I do. I
All
spend most
right.
of my time doing it.
All right. So you did something, you put together a business based off a hobby or something that you enjoyed doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I like that because somebody said if you do something that you enjoy, you'll never work a day in your life. Do you feel like that? You've in your young 11 years, have you worked? You feel like you're working, or is it still fun?
It's fun and it's working at the same time.
Okay, all right. So
I'm,
what's your what'd you say, Mom?
I'm trying to whisper to her and say, and make your own money.
So what's your goals? What's your vision? How big do you see this company going?
As big as or as better as Macy's.
Okay, all right, all right. Better than Macy's.
We
And
I
decree
we
like.
and we decree and declare that.
Well, I know that's right. I love that. So, what other things do you have? What other things do you like doing? You got your entrepreneur. You got your clothing line, and what else do you like doing?
I like live streaming a lot. I usually play games on there a lot. I am on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time.
Okay, and so what are you doing on there?
I like playing games and stuff like that, teaching, walking people through the game as well.
So wait. So you're teaching people how to play the games.
Yes, ma'am.
So you could teach me how to play the games.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. I love that. Now let me ask you a question. Are you compensated for this?
Yes, ma'am. I get paid off of how many viewers and how many likes I get.
Well, wait a minute now. And you are how old?
I'm
You wait a minute. Now there are some grown people that's not doing half of what you're doing, and you're just 11. Now,
On the
come
road
on.
student.
Well, that was gonna be my next question, Mom. What do your grades look like?
my grades, they're mostly A's and only two B's.
Well, what's the two B's in now,
The
Jaden?
B's, well, used to be B's. Now they're all A's.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're
That's
in math and science.
okay. I love it. I love it. So you like school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me.
Player.
I, well-rounded. Well-rounded. I love it. I love it. So would you say that you are a high achiever?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Failure is not an option. That's my
Yes,
motto.
ma'am.
Failure
Yes,
is
ma'am.
not an option.
My dad's too.
Yeah, hey, that's great. So let me ask you one more question. So do you have employees? Do you have people that work for you?
Um, Other than my family, no, ma'am.
Okay. Well, how are those employees? I knew you were going to say your
They
family.
they help me. They're
They
not
help
really
you?
employees. They help me with the
You
business.
guys are in business together, so it's a family venture. I
Yes, ma'am.
like that. I like that. I like that. Now, between you and I, is there any dead weight? Is there anybody that you would fire from the team?
No, ma'am. No,
No.
ma'am.
All right. All right. I saw Mama patting you. Don't
I'm
tell them
like,
what to say.
yeah. Look, here I go. You gonna regret it if you do. Your marketing gonna go down, baby.
Well, this is beautiful. I love it. It is so nice to meet you, Jaden. Now, don't go anywhere. Now, I'm going to talk to your dad for a minute, okay?
All right.
All right. Marvis, wow. You
Yes,
know what? This is beautiful. I love it. Here you are, the leader of this household, and you have an 11-year-old who is doing more than some grown people do.
Oh yeah.
And I love it. I love it. So what were your thoughts when you said, "Okay, I want to start a business?" What did you say?
I encourage him to go ahead and follow his dream, and and do it. Whatever he puts his mind to, we should definitely try to go ahead and push that child in that area. You know, um, Especially if he has a passion about it. So that's what we did.
I like that. So there are a lot of parents who have children and they start working on one thing and they don't like it and they go to something else and they quit that. Then they go to something else and they don't like, oh, I don't like it. And you don't have to do it and they quit that. What do how do you keep Jaden encouraged and he doesn't, because he seems like he has a lot of energy. Does he ever come to you with the, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore?
Not more so I don't want to do it anymore. More so of frustration and
Mhm.
fatigue. Is
Mhm.
definitely one of the things. But we stay prayed up
Mhm.
24/7.
Mhm.
That's the key. That's the number one thing. So whatever challenges that we're faced with, the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and ask God about it, and He's gonna go ahead and lead us the way as far as like how to go ahead and get it done. And we just pretty much pursue through it, um, and dominate. Domination has always been the go-to. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
there's no other outlet, and there's no other outlook. It's
Mhm.
either,
Mhm.
and when you start something, you're supposed to finish. So I
That's
always
right.
encourage him to,
Finish
always,
strong.
finish strong. Even if you come in last, it doesn't matter as long as
You
you
just
finish.
finished. I love it. So how do you help with the balance? Because he's still a child, and how do you balance it out so that he doesn't lose his childhood? I know he said something about Michael Jackson, and that was one of the things that I've heard throughout his history, that he didn't have a childhood. Joe was like, "You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to be great. You got to be great,"
Yeah,
and there was no
yeah.
balance. So part of the reason he was so Neverland is because he was reliving that childhood as an adult. So what do you guys do to make sure that he knows that he's a child?
Well, we encourage him to continuously. That's the number one thing. We always encouraging him to go ahead and you know uphold his childhood about some things. As far as like being a kid, that's gonna come first.
Mhm.
The other priorities about some things is just like a job. You get so much time to go ahead and work. You get so much time off. You get so much time to go ahead and eat, so on and so forth. So you just
Mhm.
try to create goals.
Mhm.
Set
Mhm.
goals and what you want to go ahead and exceed, and then you just push towards those things.
Mhm.
But we take them out, all the time. We don't allow too much time into one area about something. We always want to go ahead and break off and get them reset, just in
Mhm.
case they're getting frustrated.
Mhm.
Take them go play basketball, or jumping in trampolines,
Mhm.
skating,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
whatever it may be, just to go ahead
Football
and,
in the
yeah, football.
backyard.
Yeah, yeah,
Just to
keep
keep
him
their
busy.
minds, yeah, keep their minds in and out, but not so drained. You
Mhm.
know?
Mhm. Mhm. I love that. I love that. So let's talk about you. Let's talk about My Box of Chocolates. So you're a new author. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And your book is available and it's out on Amazon and Book Leaf. Is it Book Leaf Publishing?
Yeah, and
Yes, ma'am.
Barnes and Noble.
And Barnes and Noble. Congratulations. So, what made you, when did you decide that you want to be an author? Was it something? Because with me, I never set out to be an author. I never said I wanted to be an author. But did you ever say, I'm going to be an author one day? Or is it something that just happened?
Well, when I was young, I was always good at, writing stories. You know, I had a thing about getting deep into this tunnel vision about things and just creating great stories, whether it be true or they be fictional. So
Mhm,
that encouraged me, and the fact that at one point in time I did want to do music, but
mhm,
I withdrew from that.
mhm.
Seeing how the whole thing was evolving, I was like,
The
nah,
industry. Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah. It's
was
like,
like, nah, I shouldn't probably go that route. And basically, me and my wife, we did this challenge. It all started with a challenge. We always was saying that we would want to go ahead and bring our own books out.
Yeah,
We were
because
always
we
saying,
wrote a
hey,
list of goals.
yeah, we wrote goals and things, and we would always put them on the refrigerator. And
mhm,
excuse me, and we will always try to go ahead and make sure that we get those goals done so we can mark them off.
mhm,
So every year we're constantly trying to see, okay, how did we do this time? Or every month we're looking at it, how do we do? What do we need to go ahead and improve on, so on and so forth. Which ones did we mark off? Which
mhm.
ones we did not? And the book writing was the last thing that was on the list,
On the
right?
list that
Mhm.
wasn't,
Yeah, we
we
had,
dominated
yeah, we
everything
we
else. The
did everything else.
businesses,
Oh,
the
good,
every
good.
So
truck driving, yeah,
yeah,
everything.
so we got into the whole writing about things. It was a 14-day challenge,
21 day.
as I were, 21
Sorry.
day
Mhm.
challenge.
Keep
And
him in line. Keep him in line, Jacqueline.
I know, right? But
It was 14 days for him. It took me 21. He was saying, "Oh,
Okay. Okay.
but so we took on the challenge about things, just wanted to see exactly what was going to go. I was like, it was a challenge that you're supposed to write poems and things like that. So I was like,
Mhm.
instead of just writing poems, I wanted to try something different as well, just to see what would be the outcome,
Mhm,
just to
mhm,
see what type of reaction that you know, the society would actually get from it or whatever the case.
mhm,
And the feedback, it came back better than what I expected, and so it encouraged me to want to keep writing,
mhm,
and I was already working on the second book once I started and got the first one done. I was already working to put
mhm,
material in for the second one.
mhm,
And I just wanted to go deeper and deeper and deeper. It's just like to try to get that masterpiece. It's like it's like
mhm,
a Picasso, you
mhm,
know,
mhm.
a
Yes.
masterpiece painting about some things. So that's how I see it. That's why I always see it as like that thing that's like, okay, I can finally step to the side because my job is done. You know,
Right, right. And check
that's
that one
that's
off.
the victory. Yeah, that's the victory for me. So
So
that's why.
what made you name it My Box of Chocolates? Where'd that title come from?
Well, I was, I wasn't going to put it like, the actual movie called um,
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. It came from that particular, saying,
Mhm,
when his
mhm.
mother was saying that, you never know which one you're going to get.
That's
So,
right.
so it just kind of reminded me of life, how life goes, and,
Yeah.
life is a roller coaster ride. So,
Oh, yeah.
it's ups and downs, and sometimes there's other things that comes along and you're not even prepared for it. And you just got to go ahead and work through them.
Yes.
So that's why I was like, just put it like that. It seemed like it fit, you know?
Wow.
And he
Awesome.
chocolate.
And he chocolate. Okay, we're gonna get to you in a minute, Miss Ma'am.
Yeah, no, she
Mrs.
ain't gonna,
Fox.
she ain't gonna stop
We're
now.
gonna get to you in just a minute. So somebody named Nathaniel
Right.
Price, he said, I am
Yeah.
so proud of you two. Congratulations on the amazing books.
Thank you.
So here you got a fan. Here you got a fan. Thank you, Mr. Price.
Thank you, Mrs.
So
Pratt.
so when you were writing your book, so tell us a little bit about a box of chocolates. Can you share something with us from there? Now
Um,
we're not gonna now I'm sorry, Marvis. Now we're
yeah,
not gonna tell you guys the whole story. We're not gonna tell you all because you're gonna have to get the book. And we're
right,
gonna
right,
let you know in just a moment where you can pick the book up from, but you're gonna have to purchase the book. All right.
right.
Tell us, give the listeners a little snippet of what the book is about.
Well, the book was about what the book is about. Like certain things in my childhood, certain diversities that I may have faced, challenges, and almost like young boy coming into manhood and figuring out what to expect, and
Mhm, mhm,
and how to go ahead and work through some things, and
mhm,
willpower, and different different roller coaster rides, just different roller coaster rides, and the effects of them in your life, and how you can you know um, hurdle over those obstacles.
mhm, mhm,
So,
mhm,
and then yeah, positive reinforcement, toward for young people and things like that, to get them to understand, you can work towards certain goals, and you
mhm,
can
mhm.
get them if you put the work in. A lot of people don't think that things are possible, but if you work hard enough to go ahead and push through it, you can definitely get what you want in this world.
Absolutely. And you know what? A lot of people don't realize that you said something, they have to put the work in.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to put the work in. You can't get past that. You cannot get past the work.
No, you
I
cannot.
I I love it. So your book is a mix of because I've had a chance to look at your book, and it's a part. Some of it is poetry mixed with some writing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what made you do it? What made you decide to do it that way and not just straight poetry?
Well, I, well, like I say, I used to be writing rhymes and things like that when I was,
Mhm,
I've been doing that ever since I was young. Anytime I will get out of character, or I would feel, anxious about something, or upset about something, or something didn't go fairly in life about things,
mhm,
I would
mhm,
try to go ahead and put it down on paper, because if I put it on paper, then to me it felt like I don't have to deal with it anymore,
mhm, mhm,
like it's all
mhm.
gone. So it was like a
Therapy.
therapeutic, and it helped me to get that relief, that sigh out, through all the things that's going on through your brain that you're just latches on to you, and it has
Mhm.
these heavy shoulders. So it allowed me to, free that space up. You know, that's what it felt like to me.
Free. And I love that. I love that. The overview of your book in on Barnes and Noble, random memoirs from childhood to adulthood. Grandma always gave it real when it came to life. She always said, "You make your bed, you lay in it." Took some time before I understood what that meant, but Lord behold, that would change.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Listen, if you have not purchased the book, where can they get your book, Marvis?
they can they can purchase the book on bookleaf.com.
Mhm.
As I word.
Yeah.
They can purchase the book on Amazon. I wouldn't. Well, they can purchase the book on Bookleaf, or they can purchase the book on Amazon,
Okay.
or they can purchase the book through me.
Yes. Through your website.
Because I
Uh,
think it's
Through
available
our
on your website.
website.
It's on your website, right?
Yes.
What's your website?
YSLclothing.com.
Listen, y'all, if you're listening to me, go to the website and purchase the book. We love Amazon. We're not trying to take anything from Amazon, but let these people get all their money, okay?
And
Because y'all
with
know
that,
Amazon take a percentage of your sales.
Mhm.
So let go to the website, and we'll tell you again where to get it from. We know Jacqueline is going to share with us. So tell us one more time the website where you can get, and you can get it on Amazon if you just have to go to Amazon. But go to the website and purchase the book from the website. And what is the website again?
It's YSLclothing.com. And if they purchase it from the website, they'll get a free gift, and they will also get a signed copy of
Get
the
your
book.
autographed copy and your free gift. Now that's just like getting the book for free. Now, if you ask
I
me.
know, right?
So get the book. Go and get the book. Okay. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Marvis.
Thank you
Where's
for
little
having me.
man at? Where's
Little guy,
little
little
Marvis?
Hunter. Come
Did
here.
he
Come hither.
he's like, okay, look, I'm tired. So it's
Come sit right here.
yslclothing.com.
Correct.
All right.
How are you? Hey, little Marvis.
Say hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
So tell me about you. What do you like to do? Are you a part of this family business too?
I like to do like like is it what?
Story time.
Story time.
And what
Okay.
else do you
What else
like?
do you like to do?
I like to do like like help help cooking and help cleaning dishes and stuff.
Oh, good. I love that.
And
I got some dishes at my house.
okay.
You can now let me ask you a question. Do you like your clothing? Do you like your shirt that you have on? Do you like that?
That said, this is that's the Y, and that's the L, and that's
The
the
dove.
that's the S, and that's the L, and what's that?
What is it?
It's a bird from Jesus and that's the cross that Jesus died for our sins, and this is
Jeremiah
Jeremiah
29:11.
29:11.
29:11.
And what's your
Okay.
favorite Bible verse?
My favorite Bible verse is Psalms
91.
91.
Okay. What do you like about Psalms 91?
That's his favorite one?
Isn't that one in
It's a
Psalms
it's
23?
No, the one that he likes.
that I like I like
The one from school. Which one was that?
Can you say a verse, the one from school? Do you
it
remember?
said, be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong, do everything in love. First Corinthians 16, 13 to 14.
Good job. Good
Ah,
job.
good job. Good job.
That's
Thank you
Good
so
job.
right.
much, Marvis. I love that. Is
Can
that
you,
Daddy's book? Is that your daddy's book?
It said,
can you read the back
Do
of
you
it?
like it?
mhm,
He's gonna read it. Read the back
it
of it.
said, black male born and raised from Chicago, Illinois, happy married for 7 years with 5 great children to monitor daily college
College.
College graduate.
co- college graduate with
Graduate.
grad, graduate
Mm-hmm.
with 2
Associates,
associate's
degrees,
degrees, U.S. Army
veteran,
veteran
veteran,
Mm-hmm. You got it. Keep going.
with with 3 tours
served,
served in
Iraq,
Iraq,
motivational
motivational
speaker,
speaker for
urban
urban and troubled
youth.
youth.
Good job.
Oh, good
Thank you.
job. Good job, Marvis. Thank you so much. Thank you for being on my show. I appreciate that. Will you
But
come
thank
back
you.
and visit again?
Thank you.
You're
So we
welcome.
come back.
Yes,
Will
ma'am.
you come back and visit again?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
So thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. And can I talk to mommy now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Our beautiful family. So, mom, how are you?
Blessed by the best, child. You know you done waited to say the best for last, huh?
Listen, I know we cut up, girl, so we can't cut up with the boys. We have to wait till the boys leave so we can cut up.
Oh
So
yeah. They out the
so
way. They out the way.
what a beautiful family. And so Nathaniel said, love the title, especially when you read the back cover of the book.
Nathaniel.
And then he said, "Oh, you put him on the spot." So I put the baby on the spot. LOL. That's what I do, Nathaniel. I catch them off guard. The babies, I figured they can handle it because them some smart babies.
Oh
They
yeah.
got it. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that you guys have, you guys are really, really an example because you have some you have some things going on. You have some physical things going on.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I have talked before. We talk all the time. And one of the things that I like about you is you not using your what's going on with you physically as an excuse to not demand that your children are great, that
That's right.
they live and they do, because they've got to go out into society. And that's the one thing, Jacqueline, I tell people, parents, all the time, you can't raise your children for right now. You got to
Mm-mm.
raise them for
You
20
gotta
years from
prepare
now,
them
which
for the
means you got to
future.
prepare them. And I love that. I love that Jaden, I mean, and just very, he knows. He is so smart and so
Oh
intelligent.
yes,
He
yes.
has more intellect than a lot of, there are a lot of, I know some people that's got, 30 and 40-year-old children still sleeping on their couch and they have no idea what they want to do with their lives. And here
Mm-mm.
he is 11 years old, and girl, I'm tired. And I thought I had many jobs. He go to school. He running a business. Look, my favorite part, Jaden, was when he said he tried one business that didn't work out. He tried to sell candy, that didn't work out. So he decided to start his own business. I was like, that's right. You got to go legit.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to go
But
legit.
see, that's the thing. He didn't know, at that time when he did that, he might have been 9 or 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't know, he didn't understand that he
Exactly.
couldn't do that because he saw that the school was doing it.
Right.
And so he's like, oh well, if they could do it, I could do it. So he went in the way that it was so crazy how it was, because it was like, it wasn't that he was going to get the candy or that he even spent no money. He recruited his friends.
Be the boss.
One went and bought the candy. Another one was collecting the funds from the sales,
So
and
his
they was
hands were
giving it
clean.
all the money to him.
His hands were clean.
But they was giving all the money to him
Right.
because he said that it was his idea. And it
So
was,
see, that's a boss.
and I
He's
said, "Oh
an
no,
innovator.
you can't."
Innovator, forward thinker.
Right, exactly. So I told him, I said, "Well, what else do you want to do?" And he was like, "Well, I want to start my own clothing line." I said, "Okay, well, if that's what you want to do, you need to come up with a concept, Google what a business plan is,
Mm-hmm.
and come up with a concept, and show me the logo." So
Mm-hmm.
once he did it, I was like, okay, well, we kind of tweaked it a little bit, and then we kind of took it from there. Me and Dad, so we sat together and talked about trademarking, and just doing everything and getting it done correctly, where
Mm-hmm.
you know it's his.
Mm-hmm.
He set up for greatness. You know,
Mhm,
it's something
mhm,
that's gonna, I know it's gonna take off and do wonders in the future, but
mhm.
I didn't want it going gothic. I didn't want it to go hood. I'm like, we need to do something that tells who you are.
That's right.
You know, Jaden is heavy in the church. He's heavy spiritual, you know, and private schools, Bible, we get A all across the board. We make sure we go to church every Sunday. We participate in foundations and everything with our church. And Jay, not only does that, he plays the piano, he's very, very he used to sing, he the one dance contests, talent shows when he was a little kid, singing and dancing in talent shows. Okay.
Just a child prodigy.
Second grade, he published his first book with the class, like a
Mhm,
published author
mhm,
in the
mhm,
second grade.
mhm.
Jaden is amazing. Marvis mastered all his subjects in school and, pushing
Learning
and striving.
Spanish.
He's learning Spanish now. Jaden is
Wow.
learning Chinese, got an A in Chinese.
Mm,
So it's like, whatever they say they want to do. Marvis is playing drums. Jaden, one of the best players on his soccer team, best debate students at the school. He done been on the chess club, everything. And whatever they say, hey, I'm interested in this, I want to
mhm,
do this. We do our best to try to motivate them and push them towards that,
mhm, mhm,
whatever it is,
mhm,
because God blesses us with so many gifts,
mhm,
and
mhm.
I say use them all to the full potential, because I know that's what
Absolutely.
I do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
God
I
ain't
love
stopped
that.
blessing us yet.
I love that. So let's talk about you. So how are you? How are you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored. That's all I'm gonna
Okay.
say. Nothing negative. I'm doing magnificent.
Well, it is not negative to say how you doing. It's
Yeah,
not, because God knows it's not negative to say how you doing. But
yeah,
I know. We talk.
yeah.
I know.
I've been
We-
dealing with this lupus, thyroid issues. I had two thyroid surgeries. I had thyroid cancer in 2014. Well, I was diagnosed in 2013, and I had two thyroid surgeries. Um, I've been through a lot. You know
Mhm,
that.
mhm, mhm,
Tune in to other shows, y'all.
mhm.
So y'all know what's going on with me and LaQuita.
Look
We
up, look it up, look up. Go
look
go
it up.
visit
Look it
my
up.
heart on pages and hear the whole story. so so
But
you're
we've
so
been through a lot, and we've overcame those things. I've overcame those things, and I met my husband back in 2006.
Mhm,
And he was recruiting for the army, and he sent this one of the recruiters, I ain't gonna name no name, but he sent one of his helpers over there to give me the card, just to recruit me.
mhm.
And I took the card, but I looked at him and I said, I ain't going to army. I ain't gonna tell him that. Get this card, baby. And I let my grandmama meet him, rest her soul. And Miss Fanny say, "Oh yeah, girl, because if I was 30 years young, he'd be mad." I said, "No," and she was like, "No, but that's gonna be your husband." She kept saying it, because I he ain't gonna be my husband. But Lord, behold, we was friends. Me and him been friends for over 15 years.
Mhm,
And after that, once we got a chance and we was both single and not dating nobody at the time, was around 2014, 2013, because Jaden was 3. So 2014. And no, we dated a little on and off or whatever. And then, we find this out, okay, you know, we friends, we get along for the most part. So let's just see, how it work out with us, and Lord behold, and then he was my husband, girl. And then we had
okay,
dudes,
okay.
and that's what it is. And what God put together, let no man come
Say he
against
who
that.
finds a wife finds himself a good thing.
Hello.
A
And
good
Ruth was working in that field when she found him. But I used to always tell him anyway. I told my Boaz, I said, look, I said, I'm gonna be your wife. You just don't know it. You my husband. You just don't know it. I ain't never getting married no more. I ain't having no more kids. And I know you seen that Junior over there.
Little did he know.
She slipped me a Mickey. No,
That
I'm just
lasted
joking.
7 years. That
Seven,
lasted 7 year Mickey.
right, exactly, and still going strong.
Yeah,
So
long
do
way.
So too cute. So do people, so how do you guys, what do you guys do? Because there are a lot of things, there are a lot of obstacles that go on in relationships, and sickness is one,
Yeah.
finances, and then children doing here and there, and high functioning kids. So you gotta run. You can't sit back on them. You gotta, somebody's got to go to the ball game. Somebody's got to go here.
We
Somebody's
tag
got to go
team.
deliver. How do you do it? But how do you do it? How do you keep the family structure together but still have time for each other? And then y'all did a project together where both of y'all wrote a book. What?
Um, well, the way that I see it, we stick to that word first. You know,
That's right.
we stick to our faith. We put God first, but knowing that He's the head of the household. You know, but it's chess. It's not checkers. He's
Mm-hmm.
the king, but I'm the queen.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that, you know, in order for the king to be at his fullest potential, that queen have to submit, but she also has to know what role to play and the time
Absolutely.
to play it. But at the same time, it's not a thing where it's like, oh, he got to be the breadwinner and then I'm just slaving around the house. No,
Mm-hmm.
we tag team. If he cooking, then I do the dishes. If he dealing with the kids, I deal with the finances.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm dealing with the kids, he'll deal with the finances. If Well, we don't go nowhere without each other
Mm-hmm.
unless it's a situation where he has to go back and say, well, I have to, or we need that break.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never a situation where, oh, we gonna drop our kids off or let this person do it. No, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that because
Mm-hmm.
we don't want the kids to feel like they're abandoned. But at the same time, we let kids be kids. We take them to the park so they can play with other kids. They with kids like we explain. Y'all with y'all friends more than y'all with us because y'all in school 8 hours a day. And then
Mm-hmm.
if y'all got extracurricular activities like karate or swimming or those type of things,
Mm-hmm.
you with your friends then too. But when it's get home, if I can't help the kids, I'm dealing with some issues, like yesterday I had injections and stuff like that. And I had to go through therapy and all that stuff. He handled it. He cook, you know what I'm saying? He fold clothes, he do laundry. I cook, I fold clothes, I do laundry. Jaden take out the trash, Jaden deal with the dog, but everybody in this house
It's a
pitches
team.
in.
It's a
And
team.
it's not like, oh, you got certain roles in the house. And I think people get that so misconstrued because although we honor those things from the past and we use that as examples for how we live today, we don't go strictly by what people in the 60s and the
Mm-hmm.
70s did. Because
Mm-hmm.
back then, before Black Wall Street was burned down and Harlem Renaissance, and all that stuff was taken away, they was afforded those opportunities. But I think now, they do, they can't stand for to see the visual
Mm-hmm.
of a high functioning, healthy,
Family.
religious black couple,
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
black family
Mm-hmm.
that's built on values, morals, and honoring God. And
Mm-hmm.
people will never understand that. They like, how do you submit? That don't mean I'm a slave or I'm being
Absolutely.
controlled by a long shot.
Well,
And
what I'm sorry to interrupt you. What a lot of people don't understand when it comes to submitting. So you submit when you go to work,
you
and
have to.
you submit to that boss. When you go to the store, you're submitting. We submit in everything that in many aspects of life. So when it comes to submitting to your mate, submitting to your husband, and I emphasize husband, when it comes to submitting to your husband, a lot of people feel like, oh, I got to be a slave. That's not what it means, because the Bible says, husbands, treat your wives as Christ treated the church, and the church is the bride of Christ. And so Christ treated his bride beautifully. So if you're treating your wife like the bride of Christ, then she is your queen.
Yeah.
He
But
is your
those husbands need that same thing. And a
exactly.
lot of people don't realize that, like, they expect men to just be so hard. But Men have that time where they are under a lot of pressure and they have a lot of weight on their shoulders, and they might need that back rub or that
Mhm.
baby,
Mhm.
you're a king.
Mhm.
Don't, hold your head up. Don't let them see you sweat. You know, they want to come home and the dishes are washed or
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
kids are taken care of just to get that load off them. And a lot of times the
Mhm.
wife need that too, and people don't understand that it's men have so much mentally going on, and it's a lot of pressure on them. So whatever we can do when the kids go to bed, it's our time. A lot of people
Mhm.
like, oh, you need that day night. You can have date night every night. Oh, we need a vacation. Make your house so comfortable. Your house is your vacation.
I know
If
that's
you
right.
you shouldn't have to leave your home to
To
go on
get away.
vacation.
Right.
Your home should be the vacation. Because
Okay.
I used to have that thing like not too long ago too. I need to go on vacation. I need to go on vacation. He he taught me a very valuable lesson. He took me on a 2-week vacation.
You was ready to go home.
I ready to go home the same day. We went to New Orleans. Then after New Orleans, so we left Chicago, went to New Orleans. After New Orleans, we went to Florida. We went to every park in Florida and the beach. Then after that, Virgin Island. So it's like, well, all these different places. And by the time we got home, you talking about a task, sister. I was like, I don't care. You can't pay me to get on the flight. What? I'm not going no airport for what? Go get a rental car that takes 4 hours. Not with these kids. It's like, mm-mm.
I love it. Let's talk about your book. You know what? Time always seems to fly by so fast.
Every time
In our
I
last few minutes, I'd love it. Let's talk about your book. It can't always be night. Why that title?
you know what? I picked It Can't Always Be Night. I was listening to Kanye West album, and there was a song on there called Praise God. And that's what it came from. And that same saying that's on the commercial, it can't always be
Always be
night.
night.
And I was like, that sounds kind of good. And so that kind of stuck. But then we was actually having family night and we was watching Stranger Things. And that's when I had saw the preview for Book Leaf for, because it was on
Mhm.
Facebook,
Mhm.
the challenge, and we was watching Stranger Things that same night as I'm scrolling, and the girl was on there, and the demon had her at the bottom of hell. Okay,
Mhm.
and because she was in like this depressed mode, and he had her, and he had her locked. She couldn't get out, but she saw. Now she was a white girl now, but she saw that black boyfriend all the way up at the top. When she saw that chocolate red sunshine at the top, and baby, all her other friends were trying to tell her to come, but when she saw her black boyfriend at the top, she got up out of there because it was like the light was shining on.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it was like, it can't always be night. You got to move towards the light. And it's a
Mhm.
light at the end of the tunnel. And that is what was going on in my life, dealing with domestic violence, dealing with all these different physical issues that I had going on, dealing with being a troubled youth in the DCFS system since I was 2 years old. My dad passing away, my mom being on drugs, and not really having a stable childhood from age 2 all the way up to 21,
Mhm.
emancipating from the system at 21, bouncing from house to house to house to house, homelessness, and you know um dealing with just life and bad relationships, and being a single mom for almost 4 years until God brought this man back into my life,
Mhm.
where he was like, we start, like I said, when we started back as friends. He was the only person at the hospital for both my surgeries, and we wasn't even together. Nursed me back to health both times, brought me groceries after I had my radioactive iodine treatment, and just was just there for me. And I'm like, what am I doing? This is who God sent for me. So I said, God, if this man is meant for me, he will let me know. And it just was on from there. I have a good relationship with him, with his kids, with his family, and everything just worked out the way it was supposed to go.
Mhm.
and we respect each other. He's always been a complete gentleman to me, to my grandmother, to my family, to my dad, to my mom, and everybody who met him love him. Anybody who meet him love him. But he's always held a certain type of upholdness to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I just appreciate that God exudes through him. Because you know how they say
Yeah.
God is within you.
Yeah.
And from that taught me, like, you know what? I need to get my life together, because I can't ask God for something that I'm not willing to be the
Amen.
reflection of. So, because baby, let me tell you something. I was hotter than fish grease, honey. So I had to get it together. I had to get it together. I had to get it together. I joined church. I did my foundation class. I prayed on it. I got baptized. I did what I was supposed to do. And here we are 7 years later. Well, 9 years together, 7 years married.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it because we have that respect. We communicate. We able to, overcome obstacles together.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go to bed mad. We don't go to bed frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm upset at him, he know to come down here. And if he upset with me, he come down here, he play his game, I go upstairs. We got different wings of the house, but we still at the end of the night come back, communicate, see what we did wrong, or agree to disagree and move on.
Yeah.
And that's the key. Not holding grudges, self accountability, being able to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I was wrong, or maybe I looked at it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Mm-hmm.
communication is the
Communication.
top
Communication.
tier in
You
me.
know, I did a a show with this lady, and her Inez, the topic was, why do relationships fail? And my top reason is communication. I do relationship communication coaching, and communication. There is, what's going on now is you should not be married to somebody before you find out what their background was,
Yeah,
what their history was, what their
we're
finances was.
completely
You should
honest.
exactly. You shouldn't be having that the first time you find out about somebody's financial situation should not be after you married. You
No.
have to have those conversations, and you have to look. A lot of times we get caught up in the physical, and we don't look any further than that. And then we have
Oh,
we have all of this physical, and then I'm miserable. I'm miserable because I did not communicate
yeah,
what my expectations were, what
yeah.
my desires
But
were
they
in
have to
that
be
same time.
reasonable, because you know
They
what?
have to be reasonable.
People, they quick to put down everything they want, but they don't want to fix nothing with themselves. And
Exactly.
that's okay, because I always say, because they say, if can't nobody accept me for me, then that's what it is.
Well,
But
that's
you
not
want a
good.
holy man, but you want to be a city girl, or you want a woman who ain't got no kids, no flaws, beautiful, keep herself up, 6, 7 figure woman, but you coming with baby mamas and parent issues and drama and stress and all
Hey,
type
you
of
want a
depression.
dime piece, and you're not even a 1 cent piece.
Yeah, and that's okay, but it's like, you have to balance. You got to be, because I done told plenty of people, you know what? How you gonna sit up here and say you want that, and ain't nobody gonna take you with everything that you got going on? So what make you think? Oh, you can get a person like that, but you ain't gonna be able to keep them once
That's
once
right.
you open that Pandora's box, baby. They gonna be like, they gonna hightail up away from you.
Yes. Before we have about 4 more minutes. I want to our topic, and I see it scrolling across the screen. My ears are not your trash can. That is a Jackieism.
Yes,
That's
it
a
is.
Jackieism. And the first time she said that, I loved it. It attached to my ears to never be detached again, because people will call you, and they don't. And what I love is they don't even say hello, how you doing.
No.
They call and start with telling you about their situations before they even know how you're doing. And I love the fact that you're like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to listen to that, because you're not dumping your trash on me, and you haven't even taken time to hear how I'm doing, before you
Don't
dump your
care.
trash. So I thought you would get a kick out of my ears and not your trash can.
I thought it was hilarious. As soon as I seen it, then I bet we was in the car, we was looking at it. And I say, back, oh look, she put it on there. He like, what you talking about? I said, my ears are not your trash can. But let me tell you, if you go to yslclothing.com and you log on to there, my ears show can be your trash can for the low, low price of $75. I am doing life coaching. I'm doing life coach consultations for $25. We are doing marital counseling for $150 per session. Okay, and that includes the consultation. We're doing motivational speaking. Okay, so if you log on to ysl.com, book me. I'm also an ordained minister going on 3 years now. So I officiate weddings and vow renewals. So if you want to book us for that, we are up and well to do that as well. And we also got a piano player and a drum player here that'll knock y'all socks off. Okay,
And wait, and get your t-shirt.
get your
Put your
t-shirt.
favorite Bible scripture on there. Men, women, you like the hats? Get the hat. I'm gonna have to order me a t-shirt, girl. I gotta get me one. Look at there. Love it, love it, love
And we
it.
also have the joggers. We
And
got the blazers. Yeah. So
I
we
love it. So, listen, this has been an amazing conversation. It has been such a pleasure to meet the Cox family. You guys are rocking it.
thank
And
you.
look, and you make it look good. You make it look easy.
You see
You know
them
what I'm
lions up
saying?
there, girl? You see them
You
lions?
make it, yes, I see it. You're right. I love it. I love it. You make it look easy. I love the balance. I love the
Yes.
balance. I love the fact it's in, children are my passion. I'm very passionate about children. And I love the fact, look at there. I love the fact that there's balance. They are still kids. And Jaden is still a kid, and you guys allow him to still be a kid. And sometimes people, they forget that they see, especially little CEOs, they see them as little money makers,
Mm-mm.
and they push them, and they burn out. That's why I'm so happy that you guys
No,
have the balance. You know,
it's his,
there's
it's his idea. I don't want to take away from it. But the business aspect of it, he's only 11 years old.
hmm hmm
So I let him whatever I run everything by him. I let him be as creative if as he want to be in the process. But
hmm
mom and daddy got that.
that's right.
We take over that marketing, we take over that advertising, we show him, the ins and outs of it, but we don't put that pressure on him.
We do the heavy.
Great.
We do the heavy lifting, and Jay didn't pay for no trademark deal.
I love it. I love it.
But
Now
all
tell
funds,
people,
all funds and everything go directly to his account, you know,
I
and
love
it's
it.
saving up, so he can go to college, so he can
Well,
have
he
this
already
little
said
lady.
this is a family. This is the family business. This is a family
Yes.
hustle. So before we end, tell people where they can connect with the Cox family. How can they connect with you?
Okay, they can connect with us at yslclothing.com. That's our official website. They can connect at Young Saved Leaders on Facebook, all one word, Young Saved Leaders, and also Classy Defined LLC. That's our me and my business on Facebook. And yeah, they can connect with us there. They can pre-order me and my husband's. Both our books are on the website yslclothing.com right now. Um
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Listen,
You
this
see
has
that
been
hustle?
a pleasure. This has been a pleasure. Listen, the Cox family, these are some hustlers, okay? I love it. I love it.
Girl, we done
The
did
husband, the
catering. We
wife,
we
the
got a
kids.
travel. Oh. We also do classy travels because we have a timeshare with Westgate, and we're partnered with them. So if anybody wants a 3-day, 2-night, free uh access to our timeshare there, they can contact us through Classy Defined LLC, and we'll get them a free 3-day, 2-night
Wow.
at any resort they would like to go to. They just have to book it within the year. So, we
Wow.
offer those services. We used to do catering too. We had classy caters where we was doing seafood boils. We was doing pineapple
Well, golly
bowls.
gee, we're gonna have to have
Yeah.
a part two just to figure out all this work y'all do. But listen, listen, you know my thing. This has been a pleasure. Listen, there's power in your story. Okay. You have heard it, you have heard the Cox family.
Come on,
Reach out to them, purchase their books, support them, support
let's
what
tell the
they're
people
doing.
bye.
Jaden and Marvis Cox Jr. And listen, we know that you have a story because 100% of everybody living and dead has a story. So here's this family, a beautiful, beautiful family, the Cox family. Listen, this has been an amazing conversation. I'm LaQuita Parks. I'm your host. This is the power of your story. If you need to reach out to me, if you need help writing your story, or no matter where you are in the story writing process, listen, reach out to me. You can reach me at payprovpublishing.com. That's PAPROVI publishing.com. And I can help you take your story from a thought to a realization. Listen, this has been a plump, pleasing pleasure. Better than a triple decker peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And until next time, be blessed. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
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 Well, usually our time run out, but it looks like, do we have more time? No, we don't.
We don't have more time.
I love it. I love it. This has been really, really wonderful. It really has. It really has. Listen, so since my time is still going, y'all, so we can still keep talking. We usually cut off by now.
Okay.
But listen, tell me now, how do I get in on that timeshare now? Because I can use
Okay,
it.
I can think.
I'm not like you, girl. It's
Ticket.
like use a
I'll
vacation.
send you a golden ticket. I'll send you a
I got a
golden ticket.
golden ticket.
Allow us at Eddie B Productions to capture, create, and celebrate all of your greatest moments. Let us turn your joy into memories that will last forever. As we remember our beloved Eddie Blick Jr., the very reason we do it all, we aim to put a smile on your face and also your heart. Whether a birthday party, wedding planning, organizing an event, or photography, we can service all your needs. You can follow us on Instagram at Eddie B Productions, email us at eddieb_productions93@outlook.com, or call us at 410-303-0101 for all your event planning, decoration, fun, and photography needs. We look forward to working with you.